What's up, everybody? Hope you like the new intro. I had to change the music because I got copy strike for it. Well, not copy strike, not a strike, but you know, a claim. There you go. That's the right thing for the last music, and I hate it because I liked it so much. It vibed so well, but oh well. What can you do? Anyways, here's hoping that one doesn't get clipped. It said it was copyright free, so I guess we'll find out, right? But anyways, how's the chat doing? How are you all on this lovely Thursday? I had to look because I'm like, wait, what day is it? It's been a week. But let's say hi to everyone. What's up, Tara? Hello, Andrew. How are you doing? Corey's in here. What's up? Hi, Gravy. What's up, Azure? How you doing? My grill's here. Hi, A2. Hello, Shaka. How are you? Whoa, Bo, hello. Yeah, I know the monetization. So I went through a lot of my intros ended up just getting muted. I just did that for my old videos. So if you're new here and you watch some of my like older stuff and you're like, why is this all muted? That's why. Because yeah. But I changed it so it should be good. Let me see if we're up on Rumble. Yes, we are. Looks good. All right, let me make sure everything's sent out. I like to send the tweet out like a half hour before a stream, but I was out. So, I didn't really have the time, but it looks like okay, it looks like everything sent out. It did. And my Rumble tweet. Yeah, there we are. We're good. We're good. We're good. So, we kind of have a lot to cover today. Like it's not anything like groundbreaking or anything, but it's a decent amount of stuff that's been going on. So, yeah. Hello, Amor's Blues and Griffin. How you doing? What's up, Demajane? Thunderduck, hey. Having night shift? Well, I'm glad I can entertain you for a couple hours during your night shift. Night shifts can so sometimes they're good, but sometimes they're not. Like if they when they drag, that's the worst. What's up, that Zach? Roto's here. What's up, Roto? Don't forget the like button, spread the word. Ah, thank you, Roto. Here we go. We'll give where is it? No, hold on. Here you go, Roto.
Groovy.
Just 'cause. I know I usually save those for the super chats and super stickers, but I feel like Roto needed a groovy, so there you go. But let's hop into one of the first articles that we have here. Because I added some more, I have to look on this end because I can't see it. Yeah, I added some more, emotes for the members. I'm sorry that there's no nipple. Well, technically, that Ash, I think his shirt was ripped, you just can't see it. So, yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna have one of my Trulies. I'm out of the cherry ones though, but this is a lemon one, so I'm gonna have one if I get it open. There you go. These are like this was a like patriotic pack that they had. It was like red, white, and Truly is what they called it. It was probably for the 4th of July, but you know. All right. So, which one do I want to hop into first? I should have had Disparu on for this, just for this part even, because he was a trooper. Oh, come on with this. My bar's being weird. My little task bar. Go away. I'm trying to present my screen. Okay. Well, I guess I got to minimize it. Share screen. Well, here we go. So, Gotham Knights was canceled. Is anybody shocked? I don't think so. I know I'm not. I didn't watch any of it, but from what I've seen, like spoilers and watching Disparu's videos and stuff, it wasn't it. Who was it? I can't remember now who said it, but somebody said that the writing like actually started getting kind of better near the end, but it was just too late and it didn't fit with everything, so it just kind of yeah. So they got canceled. It only had one season, right? Yeah, it started this year. See, I don't even know. I keep up with this stuff to a certain extent, but Yeah. Big shook. I know, right? Big shook. So yeah. All right. Gotham Knights was canceled. It's curtains for Gotham Knights. My mic is in the way. Hold on, I gotta move it. It's like a in a good position so I'm not blocking my face. But yeah, see, I don't think anybody's really shocked by this. I'm sorry, Ian Sloop. There, do you feel better now? Okay. It's curtains for Gotham Knights at the CW. The network will not move forward with a second season of the DC series, Variety has learned. The series was absent from a statement. Oh, the series was absent from a statement of upcoming programming from all the CW, which announced renewals of both Superman and Lois, which people are excited for that one. Was that was the one that everyone was kind of hyped for, right? Or was there a different Superman show? I could have sworn at least season 1 people were I haven't watched it, so I can't confirm anything, but that people were really liking it, and it got renewed. So, alright, so which announced renewals of both Superman and Lois and All-American Homecoming for the 2023-2024 broadcast season. The news about the future of Gotham Knights comes more than 2 weeks ahead of the date that the series is stated to air that would now be its series finale. Also, the finale didn't even happen yet? Ooh. The program premiered on March 4th and was set to conclude its 13-episode first season on June 27th. Okay, yeah, so what is it right now? It's the 15th, okay. From Warner Brothers Television, Gotham Knights follows Bruce Wayne's rebellious adopted son, who forms a team with children of Batman's enemies. Chad Fiveass, James Storkow, and Natalie Abrams co-created the series and served as executive producers alongside Greg Bertani, Sarah Sletcher, and David Madden of Berlatani. Wait. Berlanti? That sounds more right. Berlanti Productions? I was reading that completely wrong. I probably still read it wrong, but that sounds a little bit more right. The conclusion of Gotham Knights leaves Superman and Lois. Oh my god, here we go already. As the final DC production remaining at CW, which was once flush with adaptations featuring the comic book brand's characters only a few years ago. In January, newly minted DC Studios heads Peter Safran and James Gunn announced plans for Superman and Lois to run for 1 or 2 more seasons. I didn't know maybe I did know, but I guess I didn't absorb the knowledge that James Gunn was doing the shows too. I thought he was just doing the movies. He's doing the shows? Oh, okay. So I like James Gunn for the Guardians movies, but I don't want the same formula for Guardians to be in DC. You guys know what I mean? Like we don't need that for everything. He did it for Suicide Squad and it just didn't work. Now a renewal is officially confirmed with a 10-episode order for the upcoming 4th season. The series comes from Berlatini Berlanti Productions in association with Warner Brothers Television, with executive producers I'm just going to say Greg, Todd, Sarah, Brett, and Jeff. We are thrilled to bring All American Homecoming and Superman and Lois back. Brad Schwartz, president of entertainment at the CW, said in a statement Monday evening. I love how this article just turned into like, okay, so this is done, but we're going to talk about all this, like the good stuff. Not that it's going to be good, but they just kind of just like, it's not even about Gotham Knights anymore. These series are two of our strongest performers across our linear and digital platforms with some of the most passionate fan bases in all television. We're grateful to our partners at Warner Brothers Television and Berlanti Productions for their continued collaboration, and we cannot wait to get started on the new season. All American Homecoming, which first debuted in the spring 2022, what is that? Will return for a 13-episode third season, a spinoff of the network's hit sports series All American. Oh, I knew All American. I seen that. My family was into that when I think I watched the first season. So it's a spinoff of that show. Okay, it comes from the Berlanti Productions and Rock My Soul Productions in association with Warner Brothers Television and CBS Studios. I am not going to even try to say that name. All right. Well, all right. So Gotham Knights is canceled. I saw a super chat. Well, let me go up. Declan Fallon for $5. Thank you. Hey, Wicked, glad to see you online again. Looking beautiful as always. Hope you're well. Love you lots. Wicked kiss. Thank you so much. And I just got a hiccup in the middle of that. Thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate you. Okay, let's see. Some more people hopped in. What did Roto say? That show was trash. I barely finished the first episode. A show called Gotham Knights without any of the Gotham Knights. That's ridiculous. What's uh What's up, Eric Stone? Hey, my lovely queen of YouTube, Miss Richard. I love you so much. You're the best. I'm from Camelot Streams. Well, thank you for coming over here. Yeah, I have fun going on Cam's streams. Everyone, you guys all call him Cam, and that's weird because I call him Cody. So it's like, but you guys, well, you didn't say Cam, but a lot of people say that, and so I say it sometimes. But thank you. Superman low solid, not great. I might give it a chance. Corey, I don't know. The game broke Lethal like pretty bad. I didn't even give it a shot. So I would go with the game, but what's up, Reese? I said, "Hey, hey, okay, don't call out my mistake, all right? It's June, so it's Clark and Clark and Lewis now." Uh, he did the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie. Oh, oof. That's uh that's not promising. Gonna take a little sip on that one. Well then. There's a couple like random things that we're gonna talk about here. Let me pop up something random here. That's not because I'll just like find articles when I'm browsing and I'm like, you know what? Let's talk about it. I gotta keep minimizing it because for some reason my taskbar hates me right now and it doesn't want to go down, so I can't click on my bottom stuff. All right. Real quick before we start this article, let me check Rumble. What's up, A2? I see you over there. Hi, Gigi, Luca. How's my favorite Italian doing? I'm doing great. Thank you for watching. Got 3 people over on Rumble. Hey. I just want to check everything. We're not doing Fight Milk. You said Fright Milk. I know you meant Fight Milk, but you know what? It should be called Fright Milk because the last time, like, I got messed up, like, it was frothy and that's never happened before. So I was like, okay, where's the heck? Hold on a second, guys. My bad. Okay. And so Scarlett Johansson's Marvel project update given by Black Widow star. So I thought, yeah, exactly what Tara just said. Didn't Scarlett say she was done with Marvel? I thought so too. Yeah. Yeah, it was yucky too. So I really like Superman and Lois the first season, but 2 and 3 are okay at best. Yeah, that's what people were telling me. They're telling me to at least watch the first season. I will. I'll get there. I'm behind on so much, so it's on the list. Um I like Bizarro World on Superman and Lois season 2. Oh, interesting. All right. So yeah, Scarlett did say I could have sworn that she said she was done, but I seen a few articles stating this, so I didn't even know that there was anything in the works. I mean, again, pretty sure she said she was done, but apparently not. So, actress Scarlett Johansson has provided an update on the Marvel Cinematic Universe project she's producing. So, she's gonna be producing something. Yeah, Roto. You ain't wrong. That's probably what it is. But I'm also kind of surprised because I see you over there, Roto, on Rumble. I'm surprised because that they would want her back even because didn't she come out like like swinging? Like, oh, no, wait, didn't she sue them? Actually, right? Wasn't there like a lawsuit or some kind of court stuff going on because of how much money Black Widow didn't make or something like that, right? Yeah. Well, so like for her, I'm not really surprised she would come back to it because what is she doing right now? And like Roto just said, money talks. Yeah, but I'm surprised that they would want her back after like court stuff. I whatever. I don't really know what happened. Yeah, see, she sued. I thought, yeah, all right. Well, I guess they don't care about that, and they settled. Okay, yeah. Okay, now it's all coming back to me. All right, so Johansson portrayed Natasha Romanoff slash Black Widow in the MCU for over 10 years. This began in 2010 with Iron Man 2 up to 2021's Black Widow. Previously, it was announced Johansson would produce a Marvel Studios project unrelated to her character. I didn't know about this at all until I found this article today. I'm like, what? Uh She sued Disney for the oh, yeah, see, that's what it was. It was the release, the theaters and Disney Plus, yeah. That's right. At the press junket for her new movie, Asteroid City, I didn't even know about that, I'm gonna be honest. Johansson told comicbook.com about the status of the project. It's still happening, Johansson says. It is still happening, but not currently because nothing is happening right now. We're all sort of in this holding pattern as we wait out the writers' strike and potentially our own guild strike, and so on and so forth. So there's gonna be a what? She mean Actors Guild? Are the Actors Guild's gonna go on strike? Hold up. Really? That's it? This is a really small article too. That's it? That's the whole update? Oh, it's still happening, but we might go on strike. The actor I didn't hear about that. I'm gonna look that up. I hate that it does that. Okay. Um, Deranged Lunatic, what's up? Great interview last night on Poor Choices. Thank you. I had fun. That was really I liked that interview. I had fun with them over there. Excellent. Thank you for another 5. Would love if you did some Discord watch alongs the show. Also, maybe help you catch up on shows. Well, so with my schedule, because I also, besides doing the content creating stuff, I do 2 jobs, and then besides, like, other just life stuff, I my schedule is pretty packed right now. So I do watch parties. So if you're in my Discord, make sure your YouTube is connected because I do gaming with my members and I also do watch parties, but the watch parties are once a month and we just pick a movie. At least for now. If I can change it up, I will, but for now it's just we watch a movie once a month. It's owned out in Black Widow in the beginning, we did a better edition of Nirvana song. Yeah, so I really hate what they did to Black Widow. She is my favorite female character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I would say. Maybe I don't know about the comics, maybe in the comics as well, but definitely in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I thought Scarlett Johansson did a great portrayal of her, and they kinda did her dirty. She should have gotten a solo movie way before Captain Marvel. I know we've talked about, like, everyone has said this, most people, agree with that. I wanted like a Hawkeye and Black Widow movie would have been great, like more centered around her, but them going on a mission or something that just there was so much they could have done with that. I don't know why they didn't do it. Um, she claimed the Disney Plus release cost her money. Yep, that's right. Her contract was incentive based, and they released her movie on Disney Plus, like, literally 2 days after theater release, basically stealing money from her. Okay. So I wasn't saying I disagreed. I know you're not saying that I said that, but, like, I get why she did that, but I'm surprised that they would want her back after having to deal with court stuff, but maybe it was already in a contract that she was gonna produce a movie. Just checked out was supposed to get a share of the profits from Black Widow, but Disney put Black Widow on streaming early, causing her yeah, okay. The strike is a perfect excuse to cancel projects. They will call it postponed. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, let's just want to make sure I'm not missing anything over here. Black Widow had great potential. Broken family, so much weight, never mind Taskmaster. Yeah, they could have really they could have made a great movie with her. She was robbed in the she was the first big female star in the MCU, like way before freaking Brie Larson and Captain Marvel was even like they probably didn't even know that they were gonna do Captain Marvel, or they at least didn't know who they were gonna cast. But when she first started, so I don't understand why they didn't do that. That was such a missed opportunity. Way to go, Marvel. Okay, we're gonna move on to this to me is so silly. It's silly, but we're gonna talk about it because it's being talked about right now. So let's face it, Black Widow was done to replace Scarlet with a new Black Widow. You're right. You're right. I agree. It's weird that she is back with Disney. I guess she wants some more money. Like, yeah, I mean, on both sides, I feel like it's weird. You would think, that was. having to deal with court stuff, Disney wouldn't want her back on, and because they did her wrong, she wouldn't wanna go back on, but I guess her name will bring people into whatever movie she's producing for them, and they're maybe gonna pay her well. I don't know. Low IQ Media, thank you for the $5. "Hey, girl, Black Widow movie should have been in the Captain Marvel slot." Yeah, I actually never watched Captain Marvel, and I'm not really interested in it, so, um, yeah, I don't think I ever will. They used the Black Widow movie to debut her sister in the MCU. Yeah, and I don't is are they going forth with anything with, what's her name? Florence Pugh? I thought she was good. I liked her as her sister. I can't remember her name in the movie right now. Um, but yeah, I didn't mind her, but they totally just used that movie to and I get it, they're doing, phase 2, whatever, they're bringing in younger people and all that, but they still could have done a better Black Widow movie, and it should have been done before, everything that happened in Endgame. Will The Rock play Bambi? What's up, Soul Assassin? Yeah. This is this to me is so silly, and they keep calling it live action, and it's not live action if it's gonna be animals that they CGI. So I don't understand why they don't just call it CGI in the works. Like, it's silly to me. But yeah, I Roto, you're right. Disney has, completely it feels like almost not completely, but for the most part, just kinda moved away from their animation, and it's like, that's what made Disney, so I don't understand what they're doing. Give us some new animations. They have to, what is it called? They have to get the make sure they keep the license to, certain, you know properties, so they have to remake movies in a certain amount of years, but isn't there another way they could just is this like them not having to just pay for it and profit off of it? Is that what it is? Someone explain it to me because I don't understand why they don't just pay to keep the license instead of just pushing out these stupid live action movies. And again, yeah, live action Bambi. It's not live action Bambi. Um It's gonna be the only okay, so I understand calling movies like Cinderella live action. That actually, besides a couple things they had to CGI, like when her dress gets, all the magical stuff that happens in it. But for the most part, even like they CGI'd the mice a little bit, but they didn't make them animated like where they were talking. They were actual real mice, and she just talked to them, but it was CGI'd a little bit. But that was actually a live action movie because it was humans in the roles, not computer generated characters. So this I don't know. Like what is this even going to look like? It's going to be like another Lion King probably, unfortunately. Yeah. She will be in the Thunderbolts movie. Oh, Thunderbolts for Oh, okay. Yeesh, Scarlett is worth 165 million. She doesn't need to work anymore. Holy crap. See action. Yeah, Gravy, you're right. Declan, thank you for the 5 again. How can I join your Discord? I can't seem to find a link. Let me get one here. Hold on one second. Hold on. I gotta do it on my phone because when I open Discord on my computer, I turn into a robot. Unless one of my mods are in here that are a mod on Discord and can copy a link for me, it's fine though. I can just do it on my phone. Copyright stays for 75 years, so they're doing remakes to keep the copyright. Yeah, I get that. But if it stays for 75 years, can't they just pay to keep the I guess this is their way of doing it without having to just pay and like they make money. I mean, they do make money off of it. So A2, you got me. Thank you. Yeah, only my mods can and then after you join, I might actually delete the the link. I don't know. I'll keep it. It's fine. Mod, just be pay attention, please. Dropping the Discord link might be dangerous on YouTube, we've never done that yet. But yeah, so it's 75 years, okay. But then the thing with that is, then why are they doing a Moana live action when they just made Moana, like, 4 years ago? That doesn't make sense. I know they're just trying to hop on the money train with that. Frozen's gonna be next, I'm calling it. They're gonna do Frozen soon because that one is still fresh as well. I don't know. I wanna see some new animation from them, and while they're at it, I would love it if they would go back to the 2D animation because it looked way better. We'll get into this article in 1 second. Let me catch up on chat because now I'm, like, a little bit behind. I only watched Aladdin 2019 to kill time on a 9-hour flight. So, I will say that the Aladdin wasn't it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good. Um, there were parts of it that were okay. But it wasn't, spectacular. I actually enjoyed the Beauty and the Beast one. I know that's not a popular take. They could have gotten a better Belle, yes. Emma Watson isn't what you would think of because Belle's supposed to be this just beautiful, just very beautiful. Not that Emma Watson is, I mean, now she's looking a little rough. She's just gotten a little weird, but, like, it's not that she was ugly, but they could have found a better fit for Belle. I didn't love that one. I think Jungle Book was the best live action. They actually did that right. I thought the CGI was okay. They gave the characters, the animals a bit of expression in their faces, which makes sense because you're doing a silly animated movie, like, that's why I'm still confused about The Lion King because when I seen that it was Jon Favreau, I'm like, "Okay, he did a really good job with The Jungle Book, so he should kill it with The Lion King." No. Either somebody convinced him or he thought he had this artistic vision to just, like, make them look more realistic and have no facial expressions, and it ruined it. "What's up, Sean? How are you?" Live action studio green room, yeah, right? Disney just got Hulk licensed so they can make Hulk movie if they wanted to now. I wonder if they will. Gosh, Mark Ruffalo, do we wanna see him in anything else? I don't. Watch as Disney changes Bambi's mother being killed and the quail to I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe they'll kill his dad this time. I would. What's up, Captain Rec? Thank you for the 550. Give me the live action Bambi SNL tease with The Rock. Oh my god. I would play that, but I'll get a strike. Not a strike, claim. I remember that. Black Widow should have been released before Ultron. Give me a CGI Robin Hood. Oh, Delali. I loved Robin Hood. I don't know if I would probably watch it, but I don't know, man. I don't know what I want with I don't know if I don't trust these I don't trust Disney. What's up, Trey? Oh, chat just jumped on me. Thank you, A2. Well, I'll change that, Roto. Don't cry about it. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, you're a mod. Wait, you're a mod on my YouTube, right? Oh, you're not. Roto. The heck? I thought I made you a mod on here. I meant to. There you go. Sorry, Roto. I thought you were. A2 is. Thank you, A2. Desperation. Yeah. Cerberus09. Hey, they should get Mr. Ed to voice coaching for the animals, right? Even that was done a bit better. Moana is supposed to be a sequel. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. What's up, Outlaw 2? How are you? Aw, you're sick, Sean? I'm sorry to hear that. You better be getting your rest. Maza's here. Hey, Maza. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What's up, Chris? How you doing? Bambi will be trans, but I hope not. Only live action Bambi I can imagine is Hunting Simulator. Listen, that was funny. Syrup, yeah, you're right. Furby Slayer, you're right. No, I thought that you were Roto. The thing is, I don't see it on the StreamYards side of things. I have to click over here on and look on my actual YouTube. And real quick, oh, I like that cheers emote, GG Luca, over there on Rumble. I'm trying to be more aware of Rumble. Okay, let's get into Let's get into this article. I feel like I'm kind of breezing through the articles. I should slow down a bit. This might end up being just like an hour, hour and a half show today because I already read like 3 articles. But that one was super short with Scarlett. I didn't expect that. That was like, I don't know, that was really short. But anyways, we had I'm saving the fun stuff for later in the stream, so there's time for more people to roll in, and you know what I mean. Captain Rack, thank you for the 550. Okay, so you know the film. So Dreamcasting, Fox, Robin, and Marion, or any more you can think of. Example, I want Nick Offerman as the friar. Um Casting? I don't know. I'll have to go back to that one, Captain Rack. I can't think about that. Like, because it's not gonna be like an actual actor, obviously. But for let's see, like for voices, I don't know. If you got any ideas, let me know, because you're the voice actor. Nick Offerman would be good as a friar, I agree with that. I John Goodman as Little John. I know that might be, like, kinda, "Oh, yeah, he's the big silly like, silly deep voice," but I think he would be good for Little John. I got that one right there. Sean. I feel you, though. I don't sleep, so I'm not sick, though, knock on wood. Okay, so here we go. She looks like a loony in the picture. There's a lot of Looney Tunes in Hollywood. Sarah Polley in talks to direct live action Bambi for Disney. Exclusive. After winning the best adapted screenplay Oscar for Women Talking, Sarah Polley is on to the most epic undertaking of her filmmaking career thus far, as Deadline understands that the filmmaker is in talks to helm a live action take on Bambi in very early development at Disney. Multiple sources tell Deadline that the project is a musical to feature music from six-time Grammy-winning country star Casey Musgraves, Micah Fitzgerman Blue, and Noah Harpster from Transparent. I am shocked that Lin-Manuel Miranda, I probably said it wrong, crap, but you guys know what I'm talking about. He does everything. He's not doing this. I'm shocked. Anyways, they wrote the most recent draft of the script, and Chris and Paul White's depth of field will produce it. So it's gonna be a musical? Hmm. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I can't say anything because I'd have to like see it, but that's okay. The studio first signaled its intention to adapt Bambi for live action back in early 2020. I feel like I remember hearing something about that, but I thought it was a joke. Bringing Geneva Robertson, Dwart, and Lindsay Beer aboard as writers and depth of field to produce in January of that year. No word yet on when the project might be put in motion, given unpredictable strike conditions for starters. Yeah. Who said that earlier? I feel like that strikes are probably, like, on purpose, and that's, like, just their way of canceling projects that they don't wanna go forward with. That doesn't that I feel like that might have some truth to it. The film is, of course, the coming of age story of Bambi, the young deer struck by tragedy who counts amongst his woodland pals. The rabbit Thumper, I love Thumper, he's my favorite. I love Thumper. And a skunk named Flower. An adaptation of Felix Stanton's 1923 novel Bambi: A Life in the Woods, released by RKO Radio Pictures in 1942. The original Bambi was just the fifth animated feature ever to emerge from Disney. The film, helmed by David Hand and the assorted sequence directors, grossed over 267 million worldwide, landed Academy Award nominations for Best Sound, Song, and Original Music Score, and has endured as a classic over the years, assertedly continuing to traumatize young viewers with its famous depiction of the death of Bambi's mother to this day. Yeah. If they changed that, I would not be even, like, remotely surprised because they do weird stuff like that now, like, they just change important, storylines. Pick was entered into the National Film Registry of the Library of Congress, given its cultural, historic, and aesthetic significance in December 2011. Polly's take on Bambi will be the latest in a long here we go, in a long line of live action films to adapt Disney's classic animated features. They're doing them all, guys. They're doing them all. Just we have to accept it. The most recent installment in the series, which has done huge business for the studio, is Rob Marshall's helmed The Little Mermaid, which has grossed over 414 million since bowing in theaters on May 26th. Polly will certainly be in good company if and when her deal for the project closes, joining a list of directors tapped by Disney for these films that also include John Favreau. Really, John Favreau's doing this? Or he might be? or he's doing something else. I don't know. Kenneth Branagh, Nikki Caro, Guy Ritchie, Tim Burton. I like that. Okay. That's the only one I've liked that I've read so far. And Robert Zemeckis, to name only a few. Polly's acclaimed ensemble drama Women Talking, based on the novel by Miriam Tows, drew on the real 2010 story of a Bolivian Mennonite colony to examine the impossible choice grappled with by the women of an isolated religious community following numerous incidents of sexual assault by okay, what is this article turning into? We were talking about Bambi. All right. Bambi talks over. That just took a turn. I don't know. Okay. Let me catch up on the chat. Sorry, guys. Declan, thank you for another 5. For me, Arrow season 1 and 2 were the best comic book shows. Manu Bennett and Stephen Amell chemistry was amazing. I didn't mind season 1 and 2. We've talked about this. I think I might have talked about this on the last episode Unplugged. I didn't mind Arrow, but then it turned into the will they won't they with Felicity and Oliver, sorry, I forgot his name for a second. Felicity and Oliver, and I'm just like, well, he ends up a Black Canary anyway. So why is there 5 seasons of will they, won't they with them? Like the drama just got really annoying for me. No live action Disney Robin Hood. It's coming. It's coming. Listen, they're just gonna do them all at this, but we know they're gonna do them all. Christopher Arcella, thank you for the 5. When you get a chance, check your Collector's Cove section. Post pics of my new statue. I got it. It's Alita from Battle Angel Alita. Oh, nice, Chris. I'll look at that. Goodman is perfect. Bravo. Right? That's the only immediately I'm like, okay, Lil John Goodman. I mean, his name is John, so it fits, right? Yeah, and John Book too. He sounds um kind of similar, and that's funny because the original what is his name? The original voice actor in Jungle Book for Baloo. He reminds me of John Goodman, so that was a good choice. You're welcome, Roto. I thought you were a mod already. Just checked. Anything made before 1978 will eventually be made into public domain. An exception can be given for certain things up to 95 years. Bambi will be public domain in 2037 at least. Oh, well, 2037, Bambi horror movie is going to come. Yeah, it's been so long since I've watched Bambi. I know they had music in it, so I guess that's not like a crazy thought that they're going to turn it into a musical. I'll see what they do. How much money will this Bambi lose? 100 million, 200, 250? Yeah, post. Yeah, that's what I for a second, that's what came to mind when I read that. I love Thumper. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on one second. Hi, Lady Marine. How you doing? Let me see if I can find it. Where's my I don't have it up here. So, oh, I do. Hold on. I have a Thumper. I have a cute little Thumper makeup palette. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's so cute. It's very tiny, and it's got a little mirror on it, but it's so stinking cute. I couldn't help it. It was cheap too. I always recommend. Sorry for the noises if you guys hear it. It's kind of loud at my house right now. I'm really sorry. Maybe you don't hear it though, but maybe because a bunch of people just left. Um, I'm kidding. But yeah, it's an adorable little palette. I love it. Um, Can they do that, Tara? If they re-release it, does that give them the rights again? Because that would make so much sense to just do that. Why not re-release Bambi in theaters for 6 weeks? Yeah, if they could really? Thumper is the best. I love Thumper. Is the connection intermittently timing out for anyone else? Is it messing up for you guys? Song idea to the tune of Grandma got run over for Bambi. Mommy got shot down by a gun tuber. Oh no. Oh gosh, that's good. They're all he's just like, "No, I just don't touch these. It's gonna happen." It's, they just said it. They said in a long line of, stuff to be released. Kenneth Brackett will make a live action remake of Kenneth Brackett. Ian. Okay, I gotta keep going back. Okay, hi, Gigi. I still see you over there on Rumble. Got 4 watching now. Thank you. Disney's doing a lot that will neatly be replaced by re-releasing the classics, which a younger audience would eat up just fine. Yeah. Did I miss some? Okay, no, I thought I missed something. Robin Hood Men in Tights gonna be Dre oh, no, leave it, I loved that movie. Loved it. Don't yeah, Sully, he's been in a few he was also, uh, Emperor's New Groove. He was, what's his name, Pacha? Is that his name? I don't remember. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, my bad. I'm back. I just saw that. Where did that go? I just saw a comment. Phil Harris was the voice of Little John and Baloo back then. Okay. It was, wasn't it? Roto live action Aristocats. I keep wanting to say Aristocrats because that's what it's supposed to be. Arrow season 3 was cool, but Oliver becoming Ra's al Ghul should have been the cliffhanger for season 4, and season 5 was also great. Prometheus was a great villain. I stopped watching I think I'd seen part of that, like, when he became Ra's al Ghul. I just didn't like they had too much drama surrounding it for me, like, I just checked out. Same with The Flash. Captain Rec, thank you for the 220. Baloo and Lil Jon were voiced by Phil Harris, legend, yes. Yep, Thomas O'Malley. He had a great voice act I loved he's probably passed by now, right? Because, I mean, those movies came out a while ago. I loved all those characters. Your camera was moving when you were fiddling with Thumper. Oh, was it trying to focus? It does that sometimes, especially because I have so many faces in my background here. So sometimes my camera will just, like, start, like, heartbeat kinda looking like that. General rule for work to create after January 1st, 1971, copyright protection lasts for the life of the author plus an additional 70 years. Okay. For works first published prior to 1978, the term will vary depending on several factors to determine the length of copyright protection. For a particular work, consult Chapter 3 of the Copyright Act. Thank you, Outlaw 2. He came in with a whole pacha. Thank you. What did I say? I don't know what the heck I said. Freddie, what's up, Freddie? Why is Disney ruining all my childhood? Why? We still got the classics though, right, guys? I mean, we'll just hold on, just like with Star Wars, we just hold on to the original stuff. Declan, thank you for the $5. People leaving party at Wicked's guessing our invites are in post. Yeah, sorry. It's yeah, it's just kind of loud here tonight. Yeah, he was. See, he's done a lot. Big Daddy and Princess and the Frog. So Wicked, in my short time here, I see the cutesy things you like. Very hot. Thank you. But how about action flicks that aren't comic related? I like a lot of action movies that aren't comic related. I think it was my last I don't know if it was my last Wicked's World or if we were talking about it on Unplugged, but I was talking about how much I like it was Wicked's World. It was my celebration stream. We ended it with that list. Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2. I love those movies. Those are two of my favorite well, I will say the first one. One of my favorite action movies is Bad Boys. Very good. There's so many the list would go on about action movies that aren't because I didn't really start watching. I know, granted, like the superhero stuff didn't really start until Avengers, but I actually seen the first Avengers like a year. I want to say it was a year after it even. I didn't get into it right away. I didn't see that movie in theaters. Um, Disney retains copyrights on any story character for 95 years from the date it was registered. Um, But yeah, I like all those like the 90s action movies were great. I grew up watching some of like the cheesy 80s ones too because my older brother, like the Jackie Chan ones. I always tell people that they should watch Mr. Nice Guy if you're getting into Jackie Chan movies. I think I told Mazda to watch that because I think he said he was starting to watch Jackie Chan movies. Only live action adaptation I think would work and it have it be a TV series is the Black Cauldron based on the Chronicles. That would be that's something that would work. I talked about this with Mando, that the thing with these live actions, when you have characters that like when most of the characters have to be CGI, it's not live action. That's why Cinderella worked. Even Beauty and the Beast worked to a degree. Like I thought they did a decent job with the Beast, but like, Belle was like the main character and she's human, so that, that's live action. Um I grew up with all Disney movies in German. I now enjoy them in English as well, but the German versions are a little better. Really? That's interesting because a lot of the fairy tales were, German, right? Like, they made them a lot less dark, but you still think of Roseanne? Roto. You think they won't do that? You think they won't? They will. They will. Oh, yeah, Roseanne's Laugh. I wouldn't say they're ruining our childhood, but rather ruining new childhoods by selling hand-me-down Disney flicks to kids by hooking their adult guardians familiar with the names. It's a trap. That's a really great way to put it. It's true though, because they are, we grew up with the good stuff. Granted, it's our job to show our kids, our nieces, our nephews, everybody young in our lives the old stuff, okay? So that they see the good stuff first and they know. I feel like Gen Z is probably gonna be the last generation that, like, grows up watching, like, what we grew up watching because all this stuff wasn't completely out yet when they were still young, so they saw the originals, right? Like, I have, nieces and nephews that are big fans of classic Disney, and my little sister too, she's a teenager, and she's, well, definitely Gen Z, and they love all the old stuff. Not sure how they feel about the new stuff, but the next generation, like, I no. We gotta show them it's up to us, guys. We gotta do our part. We gotta show them the old stuff. Bad boys, bad boys. I love that scene in the movie when he doesn't know I don't know what he says when he starts, in the theme song for Bad Boys. I don't know that part, but that it's funny in the movie. Lethal Weapon movies were great, yeah. Oh my god, every time I hear "Knocking on Heaven's Door," I think of that scene and like, oh. Oh, yeah, and John Wick, another good one. I have to, I'm actually gonna watch that this weekend, finally. I know I'm late, I'm sorry. I can't go to the movies as much as I would like. I am thinking about going to see the Spider-Verse, though. I decided that I don't want to go and see The Flash because I wanted to see it to review it, but I don't wanna give money. Like, Ezra Miller's freaking I don't want I'll just wait. So, I think I'm gonna go see, the Spider-Verse movie. I like the first one. Everyone that's seen it has told me that it's not terrible. Um, it's not as good as the first one, but still feel like I wanna go see that in theater, so I'm gonna try anyways. If not, it's okay. Remember that I was seeing, like, Predator, True Lies is great. I love that movie. That's a good one. They had, Elijah Dushku, that was one of her first roles, and I love her. She's in one of my favorite shows, Buffy. Guys, I didn't say it yet today. I had to say it at least once. True Lies was really good. Disney has been lobbying Congress to continue extending their copyright, but Steamboat Willie expires January 2024. Other variants of Mickey Mouse are still covered. So aren't they gonna like do something? I'm surprised they're not gonna do something to keep Steamboat Willie. That's like the opening for a bunch of their movies. Like, isn't that? Speaking of comics, Trevor said item number one is in his store, so it's there. I think you said last night you couldn't find it. Also, his shirts are 8. I seen some of the old shirts are 8. The Rippaverse one I think is 20. I ordered a Rippaverse hat because you guys know I really like hats, so I got a Rippaverse hat. But actually, Herschel's sent me something I might just order if the items like one is by itself, I might just get that. But Herschel's did ask somebody in his Discord or Discord about the books that I could message them and change my order. But it's I don't like to be a hassle, so I might just try to order the first one separately if I can. I just wish I would have saw the option. So anyone that's trying to order them, if you didn't get the first book, there's an option. I think it's 65 or 60 to get the first 2, and I seen that after I ordered the first one or the second one. I'm like, "Oh, shoot," because I don't have the first one. But thank you, Tara. Pam Grier's action movies are good. She's a pioneer in action and not brought up enough. Who is that? The name sounds very, very familiar. Trey? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, another one that Jennifer Lawrence completely forgot about when she was talking about being the first female action star. Mr. Nice Guy is a good Jackie Chan movie right up there with Operator Condor, Super Cop, and Rumble in the Bronx, great era for this type of stuff. Yeah, I loved Mr. Nice Guy, that was one of my favorites. I thought Fast and the Furious was the live action remake of Cars, yeah. Declan, thank you for another 5. Arrow season 5 was amazing and loved the conclusion of the flashback. Seemed like they had a plan, and season 8 gave fans references who watched it all. Really, I think I can't remember what I watched up to. Probably 4 or 5. Trey said, "Yep." I show my nephews old video games. They love Duck Hunt. That's a classic. Duck Hunt's a good one. That's a classic for sure. Christopher Arcella for 10. Thank you, Chris. Speaking of Disney, I bought recently Disney Rarities, Celebrated Shorts, 20s through 60s. It covers various animated shorts in 50s and 60s, like Adventures in Music, Melody, Paul Bunyan, Story of Anyberg, USA. Really? That's cool. I love that stuff. I like their a lot of the old shorts. You can't really find those anymore. Do you guys remember Melody Time? That wasn't super old. I think that came out in the 90s, but you said Melody and that made me think of that. So do I, Cerberus. I still have my VHS Lion King. That's the only VHS I still have. My brother was getting my nephew to play Mario 64. A classic. I love Mario 64, one of my favorites. Speaking of that, I have to look into it, but last night, Mark the Cyborg sent me an emulator for Donkey Kong 64, and I got to see if I can get it. I'm sure it'll work on my computer. I haven't had the chance to get on and download it, but he sent me everything that I need to do that. So if that works, get ready for some Donkey Kong 64 streams. Um, I don't know how it's gonna work. It might be like a cluster for me because of the controls, I wanna get a 64 controller for the Switch because the Pro controller, it's great, but not for old games, and I wanna get, a Super Nintendo controller as well. I found one on Amazon, the Super Nintendo one, but I think the Nintendo 64 ones are, like, ridiculously priced, you can't find them right now. But you can find the Super Nintendo ones. I have to get it. Um Live action Tarzan, I dare them. Isn't that just like George of the Jungle? They already did that. No, I'm kidding. I mean, it is a similar story, I guess, just not as, deep. But yeah, that, mix that out. I'm telling you, they said it's in a long list. I think everything we just gotta get ready. Everything we know and love is gonna get remade into live action, okay? It's gonna happen. This is all up in my camera's business. Why don't you guys tell me? I moved it so I could read. I need a new stand. I really need a new stand. Here we go. Can you guys still hear me good? I feel like that's very low, but I prefer it. Like it's when I play my games, it's a lot easier because I just put it all the way over here and that's good. Hold on. But it's hard for me to there we go. That's good. It's hard for me to read my articles. I'll just probably pull them over here actually. Um anyways, Declan, thank you for another 5. Holy moly. And I was hesitant at the end of the flashbacks. The flash forwards in the Olicity of Felicity Oliver relationship was take it or leave it and shipped him with Huntress. Yeah. But for me, I'm like, I'm Black Canary is my favorite DC comic book character. I love Black Canary. So when I thought Katie Lotes portrayed her so well, the best live action I mean, that I've seen I haven't seen the Birds of Prey show from I think it was the early 2000s, maybe it was 1999, but I know it was, maybe the early 2000s. I heard it was okay, um, but I'm probably still gonna stick with Katie Loads. I thought she portrayed Canary so well. I did not like Laurel's portrayal. I didn't like Katie Cassidy's portrayal at all. So, when she became the White Canary, I watched the 1st season of Legends of Tomorrow, but I just kinda checked out of all the CW shows. Was it really Outlaw too? Spider-Verse was banned in the Middle East, really? Yeah, it's gonna be up tomorrow, right, Trey? Looking forward to Trace that's gonna be funny. Watch Hellfire from Hunchback of Notre Dame in German, just as good as the English since 2005 or so. English voice actors are far superior. The German versions in the 70s and 80s weren't squeaky. Really? I'll have to look into that. That's another one, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. They I don't know if it wasn't supposed to be leaked and they just played it off as, like, a joke, but I believe it. I think that Gal Gadot would be a pretty decent choice for Esmeralda. I know she was one of the leaks, like, if it's for real that she might play Esmeralda. I'm like, "Well, at least they'll have, like, a pretty girl play Esmeralda instead of something like, I don't know, casting some dumpy chick." I don't know. Yeah, Reese, I'm doing the same. So I wanted to go I wanna see it. I don't like Ezra Miller, and I don't like the way they handled everything. They could have recasted, like, they definitely could have, and I me and Broder were talking about this on my gaming stream yesterday. They did reshoots and everything when they like, I get it, it's a lot of money. At the very least, they could have been like, "Listen, we don't stand by what happened with him. Everything's been recorded. We're gonna replace him at" like, they could have done some kind of press release, something, but they didn't. But I'm with you, Reese. I wanted to go see it just so that I could review it, but I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting. I've seen True Lies in theater way better than that's awesome, Reese. That probably was great in theaters. I actually really like Dollhouse. Dollhouse was great, that was underrated. I feel like I would it would have been nice to get a second season, but that was also a show where the story was kind of it's been a while since I watched it, so I can't remember exactly how it ended, but I remember loving the series, and I thought the storyline was great, so yeah, I guess, like, thinking back on how they ended it, it probably was fine just being a 1 season, but it was a really well done show. If you guys haven't checked out Dollhouse, you should. It's, right up there with Firefly and Buffy, like, as it's not one of my favorites. Buffy's obviously top tier for me, but, it was different. I liked that show. The only remake I deliberately let my younger relatives watch is a 2017 Power Rangers movie. It averages yeah, it pays homage to the OGs, yet leans towards being a new story with new characters, just yeah, you know what? I don't really know, that many people that didn't like it. I saw that in theaters, and I thought that it was great, and it's sad because the way they ended it with, like, the green jacket, and I'm like, "Yeah, Tommy's coming." I obviously love Tommy. Um, but then they didn't you know why they didn't do a sequel to that one, right? Because the toys didn't sell that well. I didn't like the Zords that much, I'll be honest. The old school Zords I thought were better. Goldar was but they did the storyline was great. I really enjoyed that movie a lot. And the actors did a good job. The cameo from Jason David Frank and Amy Jo Johnson was great. I loved that. That was a good remake, and I was actually bummed. I think I bought that on Blu-ray. I was bummed that they didn't do a sequel, all because the toys didn't sell. My body's ready for the eventual Steamboat Willie horror movie once it comes. It's gonna happen. They said Bambi's gonna be up in 2037. Wait for it. Thank you, Corey. Yeah, if you wanted to maybe drop it in Discord. I was if it's on his site, I'll probably find it, but I mean, I didn't find it when I was looking before, but I'd appreciate that. Because 'Cause I'd rather not, like, put a give ask for them to change my order and stuff because it's a cluster not cluster, he's got a lot of people working, but there's so much going on. I know the site kept going down and doing the whole independent creating thing, I don't like bugging anybody, so I'd rather just order it separately. Foxy Brown. Oh, yeah, we're late on that, but yes, Foxy Brown. She She was Amanda Waller in Smallville? See, it's been so long since I've watched Smallville. I was really young, but I've seen all of Smallville. Melody Time did come out in the '40s, Chris? 'Cause what I'm thinking of is I remember is that the one do you have that's not what you were talking about, but I remember seeing the commercial for Melody Time. Maybe they probably let it out of the vault. Never mind, that's where my brain is going back when they had, like, the vault, you remember that when things would go back in the vault and then you couldn't get it, and then, like, parents would rush to, like, Target and Walmart and Kmart to get the VHSs for their kids? I loved Zoe Saldana and Colombiana up until the final battle did that zip zap camera movement. I could just that was a good movie. Columbia I was actually just talking about that with somebody the other day. It was a good movie. DK64 is great. It is, that is my favorite game, actually. That's the first game I ever beat by myself as a kid without any help, like, from my older siblings or anything. I'm not gonna rap A2. A2's rapping in the chat. I know she I'm not gonna rap A2. Thanks for visiting the Jack Show a few weeks ago. Thank you, Jonathan Hurst, for the $1.99. I had a lot of fun on the Jack Show. I would definitely go back. They banned the Spider-Man Across the Universe from theaters over a translate. Oh, really? They had that? Oh, okay. Hmm. Declan, thank you so much for the another $5. Holy moly. Katie Lotes was great, and outside of the Arrowverse, I loved Beverly Hills Cop. They were all amazing. She was in Beverly Hills Cop with the I have to watch that. I really like Katie Lotes. Mark of Reality, thank you for the $5. There is the possibility that they run out of money before they remake everything. Disney owes Florida a lot of tax money now, and they owe Comcast money. Yeah, you're not wrong. That's why wouldn't it make sense then instead of doing all these remakes? Because Tara said they could just release it for like 6 weeks in theater, like do a re-release. They would make decent money. A lot of people would want to go take their kids to go see, like especially something like Bambi. Think of people, even our parents who weren't born yet when that was in theaters, right? Like old movies like that. People love going to rewatch stuff that they weren't able to see in theaters. Gal Gadot is playing the evil queen in the new Snow White movie. Oh yeah, you're right, Roto. I forgot about that. Yeah, Dollhouse was really good, wasn't it? When did that come out? Hold on. I always go to look on my phone when I could just go right here. No, I'm not looking. I don't want to buy an actual Dollhouse show. Mm, mm, mm. That's not really showing anything. I don't want to play any like. Let's go to an image. And that it came out, let's see, Dollhouse was 1 season. You can watch it, and by the way, if you haven't watched it, you can watch it on Hulu. I don't have a Hulu subscription anymore. I stopped watching stuff. Oh, wait, it was 2 seasons. What am I talking about? 2009, it was 2 seasons. So they did wrap it up. Why was I was thinking of Firefly, but they also wrapped that up with, Serenity. Um, but yeah, so if you haven't seen Dollhouse and you have a Hulu subscription, um I was gonna pull up, like, a picture of it, but no point. Yeah, you're right. They finished it up. The 2 seasons, it was good. They didn't jump the shark or anything. Great show. Yes, Buffy was great. Roto's obsessed with Jessica Alba, but Dark Angel was a good show. I remember watching that. I was real young when that came out. So, yeah, I gotta go. Bye, Chris. Thank you so much for the, super chats. I appreciate it. And I will take a look at what the figure that you have in the Discord. True Calling. Why does that sound so familiar? Hold on. Oh, that's with Elijah Dushku. What? That was when did that air? True Calling, 2003, 2005. A university graduate working in the city morgue is able to repeat the same day over again to prevent murders or other disasters. What? I didn't see this. Where can I watch it? With Elijah Dushku. Did I see some of I could have seen some of it when I was younger, and I just don't remember. Is it on Amazon for free, though? Like, I mean, can I watch it with Prime? I hate when it doesn't have the where to watch for certain shows. You know what I'm talking about? Like, when you Google it, it doesn't show it. It looks like it's on I'm gonna keep this tab up so I remember. Thank you, JD Kirby, for reminding me about that. I remember I probably have seen some of it, but I just don't remember. Um, if the Power Rangers movie didn't release around Kong, the Beauty and the Beast Logan, it could have had a better sequel chance. Yeah, but again, it was a big thing with the toys. I remember reading about that, that the toys didn't sell enough, so that was like a big thing because Power Rangers back in the 90s, all of the toys and the Zords, all that they sold so well and made so much money. But yeah, that also probably was a big part of it as well. Power Rangers, that is, I liked it. Didn't understand the hate. Yeah, and I didn't. There was some hate. I liked it. Chris, it came out in 1948. Thank you. Bye, Chris. Me neither. I watched it 2 times. Disco Cobra 2013. Thank you so much for the $20. What games have you played this year, or what are you playing, if any? I have a huge back catalog, just not into playing as much as I used to be. Still play from time to time when I'm in the mood. So I play, let's see, what is coming out this year? Okay, so Texas Chainsaw Massacre is coming out. I really everyone thinks that horror is like my favorite and it's my favorite genre and stuff. It's not. I like comedies and everything, but I enjoy a good horror movie. Um, and the horror games are a lot of fun, especially when you stream them because people like see you get scared and it's funny. But the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game by Gun Media, it looks great. If you guys haven't checked it out, I actually got lucky enough and was accepted for the game testing. They accepted a few people and they had a test out, and I got to play it and I have a video up on here of me playing it. So if you guys want to check that out, if you're into horror games or you like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So I reviewed it and it's I appreciate them because one thing that Gun Media did that I have never seen, and I've said this before, so I'm sorry if anyone in here has heard me say this 5 times already, but people were begging them for pre-orders. It comes out in August 18th, I think. So it's going to be coming out in about a month. Um, they wouldn't do pre-orders because they wanted people to have more gameplay first. And I think that's just to me, that's insane that a game developer company did that. Not insane in a bad way. It means they actually care about the game. And if you don't know who Gun Media is, they're the same people that did Friday the 13th, and they got screwed over when all that copyright stuff happened with Jason Voorhees' character. So I think that may be another reason, which the game was good. So, but it might be another reason why they're taking their time and they're really making sure that Texas Chainsaw Massacre is great. It's going to be a wonderful squad game. So if you watch me stream over on Kick, you see that I play a lot of Dead by Daylight. That's a good squad game, but one thing that they don't have is when you're the killer, it's solo and it's just you. Texas Chainsaw Massacre has it to where you could play with friends as the family, right? And you go against other people. I have to look into it. I'm sure they have some kind of matchmaking to where you can go against friends. Like if you have like 6 people playing, you could be the family and then half the other half could be the survivors trying to escape the family. But that's a game that I'm really looking forward to. I was looking forward to the Silent Hill that's coming out, but it's only going to be on PlayStation, and I don't have a PlayStation 5. And I get my games pretty much primarily on PC, so it's not going to be available on Steam. So that bummed me out. I finished the Resident Evil 4 remake and I loved it. I just finished that about a month ago. So that's about it right now that I've been playing. I play Mario Kart and stuff. I played like, Among Us and group games with my members. But yeah, that's a game that I'm really looking forward to. And I would say I'm looking forward to Spider-Man, but again, PlayStation exclusive. So who knows? Maybe next year I'll be able to play that on Steam. Power Ranger 17 was different from Marvel and DC. The humor never bothered me. It wasn't cringe. Yeah. No, and I mean, it's made for kids too. Something super cute in the theaters. The kids, you know that one song that was like, I can make your something clap, and like they did the clap thing. I forgot what the words of the song, but it was a big like song in the movie. All the kids in the theater all clapped at the same time, and I just thought it was the cutest thing. Let me check over on Rumble. Mark of Reality is over there. Hello. I am now number 12. Number 12, you're a sub and wait, does that supporter thing mean that you're a supporter on locals? Is that what that is? Is that what the little whale means? Thank you, Mark of Reality. When are you going to collaborate with Legal Mindset? He can get the lowdown on the Disney collapse. Oh, I'll have to look into that. DK, Donkey Kong. That's all you're getting. You gotta sing rap. That's it. Captain Rack. No, I love GoldenEye, though, I can't even get mad. Perfect Dark is also a really good, Nintendo 64 game. Um, but no, listen, Donkey Kong 64 holds a special place in my heart. It was so back in the '90s, the Jungle Green 64, that was the first system that was mine. I had an older brother, the Super Nintendo was his. I could play it, but it was his. So I got the Nintendo 64. It was mine. It was the Jungle Green one with the yellow Donkey Kong game that came with it, and I was just over the moon. I was so happy. And then, like I said, it took me forever, but I beat Donkey Kong 64 without any help. That was the first game I ever beat. And then I also really liked GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, um, and the Mario 64 game. So good. Jack Show is great. It can be a little difficult to find the rhythm of getting in the conversations. Yeah, that happens. Especially with bigger panels. So I give props to when channels are able to do that. Like on the full Aussie, we do a pretty good job on that. Now I've been working on weekends, so I've been missing a lot of the full Aussies. But I do pop in from time to time when I can on there. Those are my peoples over there. And I just got a $50 donation from Outlaw 2. Thank you, Outlaw 2. It says nothing, no message, just $50. Thank you, Outlaw 2. Super chat to DK Rap. I said a DK, Donkey Kong. That's all you're getting. Donkey Kong is here. There, I sang. We got Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong back there. I tried having them there. I switched. I had the Canadian Bear over. I have this little like shelf thingy. It's actually my old PC. Over there in the corner, and I moved, but, like, Canadian Bear isn't drunk, he's sitting upright, so considering it's drunk DPO, that's kinda funny, but the monkeys are, like, drunk, they don't sit up, and it looks all cluttered, so I had to put them back. They're back there with the red, white, and blue Yoshis just hanging out. That's my Nintendo's, like, which way should I go? I'm like, "Which way to go?" You can't see it. My name's covering it. Well, there's red, white, and blue Yoshi, and then there's Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. So I need another shelf, like a shelf that's a little bit higher up so you guys can see them, but it's okay. I only have so much space back there. They could do a limiter on some of those older films going in theater, rotate, and you always have something going on. That's smart, Outlaw too. I mean, it'll save them money and they'll make money. So I mean, Declan, thank you for the 450. Katie wasn't in it. There are some amazing comedies. Oh, I thought you were saying she was in it. I'm like, was she a kid in it or something? Face, what's up, blue-eyed Scorpio? Yes, here's my face. What are you guys talking about? I'm trying to catch up. So I don't know what you guys are talking about now. Dollhouse was 2 seasons. Yeah, so they wrapped it up. It was a good show. Highly suggest it, and it's on Hulu. So if you have a Hulu subscription, check it out. What's up, Keely? How are you? Congratulations on being monetized. Thank you, Keely. Yeah, it's great. I'm still navigating it, as far as videos and music and stuff. I had to completely change my intro and outro on here, which made me real sad because I loved it. I don't think I had to have seen some of True Calling, Roto, but thank you again, guys, for mentioning that because I kept the tab up there. I'm gonna see if I can watch it for free on Amazon. It says it's on Amazon, but it doesn't mean that it's free. She was in the last season of Banshee too. I've never seen that. Never watched Power Rangers. I was into Mighty Morphin. That's the only one I watched, and then I got older and just wasn't really into it after that. Oh, really? Maybe you can buy it on Prime then. 'Cause I looked it up and it says Amazon. Oh, buying it. That's what it is then. Delays are good. Deliver a complete game. Yeah, I don't know if the Texas Chainsaw Massacre had any delays. I just know that they wouldn't let anybody like people were bugging them and just like begging for pre-order, and they said no. They wanted more gameplay to be out, and they did the testing. Which, like I said, if you're interested in seeing it, I do have a video on my channel where I was able to play test it. I was really happy about that. Haven't played yet. I might eventually get a PlayStation 5, but I play everything on my PC, so yeah. Oh, yeah, I am. Did you hear, Roto, that they took the beta off of consoles? Not looking good. Yeah, I guess that sounded wrong. You had the Ice Blue 64, that one was cool too. What's up, Dart? I have seen most of it. Now, I'm not big on the super gory, um, horror movies. I know that sounds silly. Some people are like, "Well, horror movies have gore, like, that makes no sense." But when it's I'm not saying that Wrong Turn was unnecessary, but certain movies that just, like, rely so heavily on gore and the story isn't great, that's not really my thing. But I have seen Wrong Turn. Yeah, that movie, whew. GoldenEye is greater th sedimentarily aside, GoldenEye is greater than DK, but Perfect Dark was great as well. N64 wasn't amazing because it was. It was. Trumpy. What's up, Cloud? How you doing? Declan, another 5. Thank you so much. Got a place you can watch True Calling. Can either give you the name of the place or a link on Discord. Either is fine. Oh, like somewhere online? Yeah, I figured that or buying it would be the only option. PC Master Race. Yes. Hello, Just Cause. Happy Thursday to you too. What happened? What are you WTFing? I wish I had all my old systems. So some of them broke and then my mom threw them out and they could have gotten fixed. I got to meet JDF at a con in Canada a few years ago. Shame he's gone. Rest in peace. I know. I was so sad. I found out somebody told me while I was live, and I'm like, darn, I really wish I wasn't live for this because I was really upset about that. But yeah, I got to meet him as well. I'm really happy too because I almost missed the opportunity because I think it was food poisoning or something, and it sucked. I was working the convention that he was at, and I was so excited. They knew I was really excited for him, so they put me in his panel. It was a Saturday. I was gonna be in his panel for talking, like when he does his talking, that kind of panel. But I had to and they knew that I was actually sick and I wasn't just like trying to call off because I was so excited. Like and Saturday was busy too. They also had Hulk Hogan, um, and Lou Ferrigno. They like had this big play, like the Hulks are here, and it was like a madhouse that day. And I was really upset that I missed it actually. But the Sunday, I felt a little bit better. I look kind of dead in the pictures though because I was really sick the day before. But I got to meet him, took pictures with him, got his autograph, and at least I had that. Oh, because the beta wrote. I've never loved hate a game so much as Skull and Bones. I have been excited for this game ever since I watched the debut trailer in 2017. Sorry, Roto. Yeah, well, I mean, it's still gonna get released, obviously. It's just, uh, yeah, that sucks. Good night, Ezra. All right, we have a couple more articles to get into here. Before I do that, let me check over on Rumble. I see Corey over there. What's up? So I think that does mean supporter over on locals because I see Corey with one. So thank you, Mark of Reality. I don't know if you're a new supporter over there. I didn't see a notification. Sometimes it's a little bit delayed, but thank you. We got 10 people over there. Hi, Rumble. Okay, let's move on to some Tomb Raider news. Why is my taskbar just locked in like that? I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. There it goes. What the heck? All right, now I can sorry, I'm having issues over here. Share screen. Yeah, Corey, I think so too. I didn't know what that meant at first because it said supporter, but then Mark of Reality has subscriber and supporter. So Mark of Reality is a subscriber over on locals and a supporter. I mean, a subscriber over on Rumble and a supporter on locals. Thank you. I wasn't sure if you find putting me. I don't know if they go. Do messages go through if you're not friends on Discord? You can put links in my, Discord, it's totally fine, like, I have a bunch of different channels, so, like, if it's like, if just as long as you put it in the right channel, that's fine, and thank you so much for the $5. Well, as if you have supported someone on Rumble, any donation amount on Rumble. Oh, is that what that is? Oh, okay. Furby Slayer, thank you for the $5. Just because you might need some more eggs and milk. Oh gosh. Yeah, I've done Fight Milk 4 times now, guys. Yeah. Yeah, but all right. Here we go. We're moving on to, is anybody here excited for the Tomb Raider show? I'm not. I think they should just leave certain things alone. Like try some new stuff. If you want to do video game stuff, okay. Do something new. Tomb Raider's been done twice. Okay, so Phoebe Waller-Bridges' Tomb Raider Amazon series wants to embrace Indiana Jones and James Bond influence. Everyone said nope. Yeah, I don't think anybody is. Yeah. We need Wicked to cosplay as Lara Croft for cosplay reasons, not because we wanted to see her TikTok. So I have everything except for the shorts. I think I have the shorts on my wish list. So funny story, my third cosplay was supposed to be Lara, but I didn't like the shorts that I had. It just didn't look right. So I ended up I have everything except for the shorts. I even like accessories. I'll keep that hush for when I actually do it, but I even had to make them basically. Like once I do it, you guys will know what I'm talking about. But yeah, yeah, no one's excited. I would love Tomb Raider Perfect Dark if it wasn't gonna be turned woke. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there's things that it sucks that we can't get excited for stuff. I talk about this. I use Batman Beyond as an example. That was something I would have loved to see, but now what they do with these movies and these shows, I wouldn't like to see that. But think about it, like even like 10 years ago, 5 years ago, before well, the woke stuff was going on like 5 years ago, but like 10 years ago, a Batman Beyond with Michael Keaton as Batman, like that would have been awesome. But okay, thank you so much, Declan, for another 5. Yeah, you can post links in Discord, that's okay. If there was ever something posted that, wasn't appropriate or something, me or one of my mods would let you know. But yeah, I have a bunch of different, channels in there for that reason to keep things more organized, so November 2022 broke me because of the deaths of Kevin Conroy and JDF. Yeah, that was so sudden, so sudden. Everything Phoebe Waller-Bridge goes woke, no thanks, I can hear Millie Mac Young from here. Yeah, this isn't gonna be good. I wasn't really, I didn't see all of the movie that they did, the new one anyways. It was, yeah, it was, not that great. Welcome back. You're just in time for me to start this Phoebe Waller-Bridges Tomb Raider series, um, article, Trey. Welcome. So speaking to IGN, the actress shared how she can tap onto her past stints and experiences for the reboot, which she described as the perfect final step in my own personal adventure through this kind of franchise world. While Waller Bridges' flair for comedy came through in Fleabag, she's no stranger to the action adventure genre. Doesn't mean she's good at it. Having penned the script for James Bond flick No Time to Die and starring in Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Yeah, that's not like a great flex. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm just saying. There's so much I can incorporate, Waller-Bridge said. I mean, the character of Lara Croft was inspired by Indiana Jones and James Bond. So there's so much. It just felt like the perfect final step in my own personal adventure through this kind of franchise world. Yeah. And actually, though, through all the adventure stuff that I've learned from those franchises, is actually how to keep something feeling grounded as well, or as allow it to be bigger than itself in some way. And so hopefully that will all translate perfectly, seamlessly into Tomb Raider, she added. I don't think this is going to do well at all. The Tomb Raider series is still in early development with Waller-Bridge attached as scriptwriter and executive producer. No release date or cast has been announced, though, and Angelina Jolie and Alicia Vic Vikander have previously portrayed Lara Croft in live action. Yeah, I didn't see this one. I just feel like there wasn't much hype for it. Um, the Amazon show is part of a potential Tomb Raider universe that would span television, film, games, and will mark the IP's return to MGM after the studio lost the rights last year when it failed to greenlight a sequel to 2018's Tomb Raider. A new single-player game developed by Amazon Games and Crystal Dynamics is also in the works. Ugh, I don't know about all that. Yeah, rip Tomb Raider. You liked the last one. Well, I'm guessing it's probably on Amazon, so I'll have to give it a go. It's just, I mean, I know this is more based on the new like, the newer games, which I like the newer games. I do like her old style better, but I liked the newer games. The story was good. I didn't have, gripes about it. I did the Shadow of a Tomb Raider wasn't as, good as Rise of the Tomb Raider. I actually didn't finish it. I have that. I played Rise of the Tomb Raider a little bit on stream. It's been a while. I beat that game twice, actually, Rise of the Tomb Raider. It's good. It's going to be third wave feminism Lara Croft. You ain't wrong, Trey. You ain't wrong. I hate that it does that. And Rumble. You guys doing good over there. I have to make sure I go over there because I feel bad when I miss it. See you later, Corey. She is hot. Who this? What is her name? Alicia Vikander. Saw it and it wasn't that great. They removed the mystical aspect from it. Really? Hmm. Yeah, Charlie Stevenson, you're right about that. Another thing that's happening in modern movies is that the characters don't use as many guns. That's true. What is your drink of choice, Wicked? Margarita? I would say my two favorite drinks are I like wine, but I actually like mojitos more than margaritas. I love mojitos. But margaritas would be third. Be wine, mojitos, margaritas. It does. It does. All right, what do we got coming up next? We'll get this one out of the way. We got about 3 more articles, so we're doing good. I thought I breezed through the first 3, but the one with the Scarlett Johansson was way shorter than I expected. Yeah, Robert. Mm. All right, so Disney delays Avatar and Star Wars film schedules new Alien movie. I love the Alien movies. I don't want Disney to touch them. I'm sorry. Let me scooch up. Oh, Captain Rex, I'm sorry. Thank you for the 550. Just finished an old Cap Rex cosplay, and I look more like a middle-aged New Zealander than she does, Lara Croft. Thank you so much for the 550, Captain Rex. Did you just say you gotta go? Let's see. Let's scooch back down. My bad. Oh, you got surgery? Well, prayers for you, everyone. Keep Captain Rex in your prayers. I hope it goes well. Yeah, get some rest. And thank you so much for the super chats. Yeah, I'm not Disney Alien. I'm not with that. Was N64 your first system or did you play Super Nintendo? So my first system that I owned was a Super Nintendo, or not, sorry, the Nintendo 64. My brother had those. I played the original Nintendo and the Super Nintendo. So yeah, I played them, but they weren't mine. That's why it just made it so much better when I got the Nintendo 64 because it was mine. I shared though. You know how siblings are, and we're only 5 years apart, so there's a lot of bickering. But yeah, my I said this on it was yesterday. Someone asked me a question. It was on poor choices. When I started playing video games, the first time I ever played a video game, I was 4, and it was on the Super Nintendo, and it was Street Fighter. I learned how to do the Chun-Li kick, and I just kept beating my brother, and he was so mad because again, I was 4, so he was like 8 or 9 at the time. And he was like, "Mom, she's cheating." Like he didn't want me, he didn't want to play with me anymore because I learned. Come on, like the kick was OP. We can all agree on that. But yeah, Yes, prayers to Captain Wrecked. Look who's here, Too High Strung, how's it going? I played the Atari, and first I had was Nintendo. Okay, so yeah, so my first Gravy, John Lee is a cheater, nuh-uh. It was though, but come on, I was 4 years old and I was like, "Yeah, I'm beating my brother." I was so happy. Aliens is such a good franchise, but they screwed it up so bad. There are more bad movies now than good ones. I like the original ones with Ripley. The game is good. So I have once I'm in a bigger space, I plan on doing a VR alien stream. I don't know how many I'm gonna do because it's gonna freaking terrify me because Alien Isolation is scary on its own. I did play VR, not this was before I was streaming, for about 5 minutes, and I was like, I just took it off, and I was like, "Oh, no." So if I stream it, I have to commit. It's gonna be scary. But that'll happen eventually. I have to be in a bigger space, though, because I will, like, break there's a window. I'll break stuff if I try to do VR over here. Um, yeah, I agree with that, Trey. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut. I was trying to click on Trey and I accidentally clicked on Roto. The chat bumped up on me. Showing my age, my first console was a Magnavox Odyssey. I think I was 3 or 4. Chilling good. Okay, Roto. Yours was the NES in '87. What else games? Anyone know about Math Blasters? Ever caught high anxiety trying to quick answer math question before a gremlin gets you? I never played that. Oh, Shield Wall. Don't get me started on Fire Team. It's a good game, but yes, more content. I wanted so much more from that game. It's like once you're done with everything, you're just done. I don't think they're gonna add any more to it, but if they do, I will be so, so happy. Work was brutal. Gym was brutal. Me tired, me needing rest. Aw, sorry to hear that too. I strung. Get some rest. He started with Pong. He said old. All right, so let's get into this article. Disney delays Avatar and Star Wars films and schedules a new Alien movie. Disney has delayed several of their high-profile blockbusters, pushing their upcoming Avatar and Star Wars sequels back and scheduling a new Alien entry. I don't think anyone's sad about that getting pushed back. um, THR reports that the studio has made several changes to their release schedule that include all three upcoming Avatar films, along with two untitled Star Wars entries. Also included in the list of changes are the official dates for the Alien film, which arrive on August 16th, 2024, and the Moana live action film, which is set to release in June 27th of 2025. That seems so soon. That's less than 2 years away now because we're already like halfway through this year. All right, so you can see the list of changes below. Untitled Alien event movie to release August 16th, 2024. That's in a year. Oh, The Amateur to release on November 8th, 2024. Avatar 3 delayed from December 20th, 2024 to December 19th, 2025. But that's a whole year. They delayed that a year. Ooh, Roro's going to be upset about that one. Um, hmm. Untitled Star Wars delayed from December 19th, 2025, moves to May 22nd, 2026. Untitled Star Wars to release on December 18th, 2026. So wait, they're going to do a Star Wars maybe it's a show. I think these are all movies though. So they're going to release something Star Wars May 22nd, 2026 and then something else Star Wars December 2026. Okay. Avatar 4 delayed from December 18th, 2026 to December 21st, 2029. Dang. Avatar 5 delayed from December 22nd, 2028 to December 19th, 2031. Avatar got some big delays. Holy moly. Those are years. I mean, it probably takes a long time to make one of those movies, but wow. Okay. What's up, Tim? Untitled Star Wars is a terrible name for a game. Well, it's a movie, but still. I sent this information to Drunk when the news broke about it. The delay is so sad. Yeah, that's a really big delay though. Avatar got hit the worst. Let me did I miss anything? Moana live action. Yeah, I know. So the thing is, they're doing all these live actions because they want to keep the rights, but Moana just came out in 2016. Delay all Hollywood movies agreed. Those don't count as video games. What are you talking about? Oh, pinball machine. I haven't either. It's not that I don't want to, Trey, so I'm not, like, a huge Avatar fan. I enjoyed the first movie, though. I thought it was good, it was beautiful. I actually just went to, Animal Kingdom, was it a week ago? And I went to it's called Pandora, right? The Avatar land there. It was beautiful. I went on the Navi River ride, and it was a beautiful ride. Everything there looked really nice. I didn't get any food or anything though because I actually went there like near the end of my day. Um, so I had already eaten and everything. And it downpoured like 3 times, but hello, Florida in June, that's what happens. But it was a beautiful land. Rhoda, you need to get your butt there. Uh, at least Jay will have the Avatar game to look forward to. I know, and Roto. Disney alien movie, they'll break out and dance number every 10 minutes. Marines and aliens will realize they can be friends at the end. Maybe. Jonathan Hurst asks, why is drunk always considered the ladies' man? I'm not gonna have to ask him. Ask him his secret. I don't know it. I don't think it extends the rights to the assets. It would just be making new assets that have their own copyright. Okay. They're just trying to cash out on Moana because it was so popular. I think the next one, I'm surprised it hasn't been announced yet, but I'm shocked that Frozen hasn't gotten a live action yet. I mean, I guess Frozen could be considered live action because they would use actual people, but like there'd be a lot of CGI with, Elsa's powers and everything. I heard the Navi ride was cool. Yeah, it's beautiful. It was a lot of fun. Is Aliens Dark Descent not a DLC? It's a new game. Let me look. Hold on, actually, Roto. Let me look into that right now. Or you didn't? I liked it. I'm not like a huge fan of it. Ooh, there you go, Jonathan. Was it Jonathan Hurst that asked it? Yeah, there you go, Jonathan. That answers your question. Wobo says, because drunk is charming and handsome. Duh. Yeah, he's like the most handsome man on the internet, right? Okay, so Aliens Dark Descent. Oh, that was just hold on. Hold on. I gotta look into this. Please hold. It's drop into griping journey of aliens, Dark Descent, a squad-based oh, yeah, that's right. I was on Lethal's gaming podcast, Gronking, and we talked about this. Drop into the gripping journey of aliens, Dark Descent, a squad-based single-player action game in the iconic Alien franchise. Lead your soldiers in real time to stop a new and terrifying kind of xenomorph outbreak on planet Leith. Leith? That's pronounced? Yeah. Yeah, it's a new game. Okay, so that's what that is. Outlaw 2. Thank you for the information. Supporter whale badges. Silver equals $1. Gold equals 100 plus. Blue is 1,000 plus tips associated to single live stream tips given within a single stream. Okay, thanks, Outlaw. I wasn't sure because my local, you have to connect. I don't know if you have to, but my locals is also connected to Rumble. So I thought that if you were a member on locals, maybe that it showed on Rumble. But okay, thank you. Yeah, you're bad, Rhoda. No, I'm just kidding. Single player. It's single player Shield Wall? It's squad based. Oh, squad based single player. Yeah, I read that, didn't I? That's weird. A squad game that's single player. Sounds like so much fun. All right. We've got yeah, you know what? Since we're gonna talk about the alien movie since we're on this topic, and then we got one more article to read, then we're gonna be winding down for the night. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I know Thursdays, like, it's not super busy. I will be trying I should do it this Saturday. I should find a guest, though. I think this Saturday I'll go live again over here because I do like going live and just chatting with you guys and talking about news. I try to find good stuff too. Like I understand when a lot of these streams that people do, it's all just like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. Look at this crap." But that's a lot of what's happening. So I try my best to find decent news. Now, I'm not happy that Disney's got their hands on Alien, but I guess it's one of those you got to see what they're going to do with it. I don't know. Yeah, you have to play with people. Gravy. So the new Alien movie from Fede, how do you pronounce his name? Fede Alvarez gets release date. The first film in the franchise since 2017's Alien Covenant now has its plan to terrify moviegoers once again next year. Alien is perhaps the most iconic space horror franchise in film history, for sure. It definitely is. When you for space, yeah, most iconic space horror. I wouldn't say it's the most iconic horror movie, but some people would say that. Definitely the most iconic space horror movie. And for good reason. The franchise that built itself from the original 1979 film by Ridley Scott has stood the test of time and has continued to delightfully frighten audiences worldwide for years, some of its titles more so than others. A noticeable pause came after the release of Scott's film Alien Covenant in 2017, followed by rumors that the next sequel would instead be a reboot of the entire storyline with Evil Dead director I didn't even pronounce his name right. He's an Evil Dead director. Great. Fede Alvarez at the helm. Details were sparse for the most part until earlier this year when he shared an on location tease of the film for Alien Day, Facehugger included. Now, per a report from Collider, an official release date has officially dropped, or sorry, has finally dropped for the film, currently under the working title Alien Romulus. The latest deep space horror flick will crawl into theaters August 16th, 2024. So, in a year. Alien Romulus, I'm probably saying that wrong, is set to be a standalone reboot of the franchise, taking from the creative roots that made the initial film so successful and reworking it into something entirely new. An exciting prospect to say the least. Its director, Fadid Alvarez, is definitely up to the task, having previously helmed the very bloody 2013 Evil Dead reboot and the spine tingling horror film Don't Breathe 2016. That gives me a bit of hope. Now, the thing with Disney, usually they get directors and producers whatever that they can control, right? So that they can put what they want into it. I'm not saying that this guy can't be controlled, but Evil Dead 2013 was good. I didn't watch Don't Breathe yet, but it's on my list. I heard it was good. I heard it was a nice thriller, and I enjoy a good thriller. But Evil Dead 2013, it wasn't my favorite because Evil Dead 2 is my favorite horror movie in general. So the first 3 are the best, but the 2013, I thought it was better than the last one for sure, the one that just came out, but that one wasn't bad either. It wasn't horrible, but it definitely I like 2013's Evil Dead more than the one that just released this year. Um, so I mean, he's not a bad director, but again, there's been directors that, will make good stuff and then, they make something else and it's just not as good. So, but like I said, we gotta wait to see it. I'll see this in theaters when it drops. I will. It seems like something you gotta see in theaters. He's also serving as co-writer alongside longtime collaborator Rodo Savigs, while Alien creator Ridley Scott is co-producing the project with Michael Pruss. Starring in the film so far are Kaylee Spaney from Pacific Rim Uprising, Isabella Marcid, Rosaline, David Johnson Industry, Archie Renix Morbius, Spike Fearn, and Eileen Wu. All roles are currently undisclosed, and few details are available on the plot of the film. Only a brief synopsis is available, courtesy of distributor 20th Century Studios. Okay, so what is this? In this ninth entry in the immensely popular and enduring film series, a group of young people on a distant world find themselves in a confrontation with the most terrifying life form in the universe. Okay, I'll see this in theaters. I'm gonna give that a chance, and even if like they, once they finally release trailers, if they're not great, I'll still give it a chance. I think the trailers will be good though. They'll picked the probably best parts as they tend to do with these trailers. Um, the original special effects hold up better than CGI these. Yeah, a lot of the OG, hold on one second. A lot of, like, OG stuff, like, people have been talking about Jurassic Park lately because the 30th anniversary just dropped, and that movie holds up so well. All the special effects and the animatronics, much better than a lot of what we get these days. I don't no, that was that Prometheus, which I don't wanna ruin, like, the ending for anybody. I don't think I seen Covenant, though, with the aliens. Yeah, maybe. Great. Yeah, I don't like playing with people. Thanks, Tara. Yeah, I like doing, yeah, I like doing these. Army of Darkness is a good one. Prometheus, I think I saw Prometheus. Jonathan Hurst, thank you so much for the $1.99. Good hanging with y'all. Have a great night. Bye. OG Alien is amazing. Yes, that's gonna be the best. That's always gonna be the best one. He has to do a kick-ass. Oop, where did that go? He has to do a kick-ass job to compare to the first Alien. Yeah. So I don't think he's not gonna do as well as the first one. Like, that's just a classic that even a really good, yeah, 199. Sorry, I said it wrong. But I think, I don't know, because he did really well. He handled the classic with the 2013 Evil Dead, right? He took on a classic from the 80s, the original Evil Dead movies, and he took parts of that. He did a good job with that. So, I'll wait and see what he gives us before I judge it. So, I'm not happy about Disney being in control of it, but exactly, Trey. Too high strung. Thank you for the 4.99. I'm a sissy. I don't like scary movies. I let you watch them and then just watch your reviews. I got you too high strung. This will be out next year and I will do a review. So don't you worry. I don't watch all scary movies either, so it's all good. I'm not scared of them, but I just it depends. All right, so we're gonna end with some light Cobra Kai news. This was something I found randomly right before my stream started, but so Cobra Kai season 6 Netflix release date estimate and what we know so far. Your complete guide to the sixth and final season of Cobra Kai. I can't believe it's already over, guys. Really enjoyed it. It was so silly and campy, but that's why I enjoyed it. It was just entertaining. Like, that's what I want. Just entertainment. Can we please just have entertainment without social politics and everything getting shoved into all of it? Anyways, so Cobra Kai is coming back for a final season on Netflix. Indeed, season 6 will mark the show's end, but not the end of the Miyagi verse. Here's everything we know. Oh, it's not the end of the Miyagi verse. Here's everything we know about season 6 of Cobra Kai, including production news, what to expect and why the show is ending, and much more. Formerly a YouTube original series, Cobra Kai officially moved to Netflix after 2 seasons and has soared in popularity, becoming a massive hit for the streaming giant around the globe. The series is a continuation of the Karate Kid movies. It takes place 34 years after the events of the original Karate Kid, which reignites the rivalry between Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso. Before we dive into everything we know about season 6, we should quickly note that Cobra Kai is currently due to feature at Netflix Tundam's 2023 on June 17th. All we know so far is that there'll be a special appearance from Ralph Macchio, Williams Baca, and the cast of Cobra Kai. Okay. Yeah, it has been renewed. Why does that say that? Is in most prior seasons, Netflix has always renewed Cobra Kai ahead of new seasons dropping. So the long wait for confirmation of season 6 was excruciating. Oh, so they did, yeah, they did make us wait, didn't they? I thought that it's been confirmed for a while though, no? All right. On January 20th, 2023, Netflix officially announced that Cobra Kai would return for a sixth and final season. In a statement on Twitter, the showrunners expressed their heartfelt gratitude to fans and promised a big final season to close out the story. Their complete statement is as follows. Okay. When Daniel LaRusso arrived in the valley with his mother in 1984, little did he know that his life was about to be forever changed. The same went for the three young kids from New Jersey who hadn't yet met one another. Daniel's journey from bullied teen to underdog hero became an inedible part of our childhoods and something that we would always carry with us in our hearts. Here, I had to move this because my mic's in the way. Reacquainting the world with the Karate Kid universe has been our humble honor. Making Cobra Kai has allowed us to join the same hollow dojo once inhabited by the great Robert Mark Kamen, John Avidstein, Jerry Weintraub, definitely said that wrong, and all the amazing original cast members. It has also enabled us to play sensei, expanding the original storylines and bringing a new generation of underdogs we've never once taken this opportunity for granted. Our day one goal with Cobra Kai has always been to end it in our terms, or end it on our terms, leaving the valley in the time and place we've always imagined. So it is with immense pride and thankfulness that we are able to announce that achievement. The upcoming season 6 will mark the conclusion of Cobra Kai. While this may be a bittersweet day for the fandom, the Miyagi-verse has never been stronger. This fandom is the best on the planet, and we hope to be telling more Karate Kid stories with you down the line because, as we all know, Cobra Kai never dies. In the meantime, strap in for the biggest season of Cobra Kai yet, and let today be a celebration of all that's to come, as well as what's still left to be told. We couldn't do it without you. We made it. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. Joss Heald, John Hurwitz, Hayden Schlossberg. Okay. Reacting to the renewal, Hayden Schlossberg said in a tweet, "Big thanks to the fans for getting us to finish the finish line. Now get ready for one final round and lots of big surprises along the way." Why the delay in announcing season 6? We suspect it's because the showrunners had another project on the go at Netflix in the form of Obliterated in the latter half of 2022. The series wrapped up around November 2022, and once post production slash editing has concluded, they were free again to move on to Cobra Kai. That series is confirmed for a 2023 release. Of course, the creators have always teased that the show may only get to season 6. Speaking to Deadline about the possibility of sixth season in early 2022, said, "We have an end in mind. How many seasons it takes to get there, we don't know. We're enjoying making it so much. If it gets tiring to us, we'll stop before that. We have a few more seasons already planned out." This affirms an earlier tweet from John Hurwitz, who replied to a tweet in 2020 stating that they'd like to do 6 seasons. Hurwitz has been keen to point out that Netflix didn't decide to bring the show to an end, rather the creators did. In a tweet on February 27th, Hurwitz said, "Netflix didn't tell us it was last season. We told them it was last season. We've always wanted to end Cobra Kai on our own terms, and we are grateful we have the opportunity to do so. But that doesn't mean we're finished with the Miyagi-verse. We love this world." Using various sources, we can look at how well the show performed in its fifth season. For the first time, we can use hourly data provided by Netflix to look at the show's performance. As we covered in our September 14th top 10 report, which uses CVE metrics, the show lagged behind in the fourth season. In the report, what's on Netflix contributor? Okay. So, all right, that's enough. That's We just wanted to know about season 6. And we know about it. So there it is. No mercy. All right, so let me just make sure. Oh, hold on a second. My bad. Let me share more again. There's a little bit more here. I just don't really care about the metrics of the season 4. We're here about season 6. Okay, so what is the future of Cobra Kai? With Terry Silver's cheating antics revealed to his students, they've all turned their backs on Sensei, and he was subsequently arrested for his crimes. The future to Cobra Kai has now been thrown into severe doubt, and so too will the dojo's place in the Seki Taki. As Kim Danum has a 50% stake in Cobra Kai, she may overcome this hurdle and use students from her own dojos by using the Cobra Kai's name and branding. Will Mike Barnes take over Cobra Kai? Mike revealed to Daniel and Chosen that he was promised a 50% stake in Cobra Kai by Terry Silver many years ago. While he is unsure if he can find the document or the lawyer to prove it, there's a chance that the former enemy of Daniel can continue to redeem himself in Cobra Kai if he were to take over the dojo. However, This could also lead to potential Cobra Kai civil war if Mike Barnes leads Terry's former students who may have to fight the students of Kim Daeun. If Kreese is involved with Kim Daeun, we could easily see him try to manipulate the situation by getting Kim to take her 50% stake against Barnes, 50%, and a winner takes all bet. Oh yeah, that's probably gonna happen. That happens a lot with Cobra Kai. What is Kreese up to? With Kreese making his escape from prison, the only person he can now turn to is Kim, the granddaughter of his former master. Silver and Kim were already a formidable pairing, but Kreese now has nothing to lose, making him more dangerous than ever. Hurwitz teased in a tweet, Kreese certainly has a complicated legal situation as we enter season 6. I don't think it's safe to assume anything. Okay, this is just like what's like speculation. Will Julie Pierce make an appearance? Nearly all significant characters from the original Karate Kid movies have returned to reprise their roles in Cobra Kai. The only omission so far is Julie Pierce, previously played by Academy Award winning actress Hilary Swank. It would be extremely fun to see Swank return to reprise her role as Julie, as the character could return to help train the Miyagi Do students to prepare the Seki Taki. If there's a further conflict with Kim, it could be incredibly fun to see Julie Pierce go one-on-one with the Korean master of Tang So Do. That would be interesting. So the earliest we heard on the development of sixth and final season was about the writers' room opening up mid-February 2023. The show reportedly has a budget between 2 and 3 million per episode. Numerous people attending the ATL Comic Convention in late February 2023 reported that Ralph Macchio stated they were aiming for a May 2023 production start. Hat tip to Cobra Kai Nation and Strikeforce Media for the heads up. Okay, so they are supposed to be starting filming a month ago. So when can we expect to see Cobra Kai season 6 on Netflix? In a relatively short span of 20 months, we've seen the release of 3 seasons of Cobra Kai on Netflix, starting with season 3 in January 2021 and most recently the 5th season in September 2022. While subscribers have already become used to seeing new seasons of Cobra Kai on Netflix semi-regularly, the wait for sixth season could be the longest. Given the strike, it's looking highly unlikely we'll see the show's return in 2023. Instead, we're currently predicting early to mid 2024 release date, but naturally, the longer the strike continues, the longer we wait. All right, there we go. That's what I wanted to get to. Okay. You should watch it, Reese. It's good, especially if you like the Karate Kid movies. It's really good. Reese's backstory was getting interesting, and then they screwed it up at the end of the last season. Yeah, it was interesting in the beginning. I agree. What's up, Disparu? Was I wrong to never watch the season? I enjoyed the movie, but a TV series about kung fu fighting never seemed like it'd make good TV. I liked it, but I like it for the campiness. Like it was a very campy, you know, uh, like cheesy, but in a good way 80s, but now because it's not the 80s anymore. That's the best way I could describe it. I mean, if you let's watch the you didn't wait this season or you just didn't watch it at all, Disparu? Oh, the series, you corrected yourself. I would I would say check it out, like the first season and see if you can get into it. If not, I know Disparu is more into watching the newer stuff. You missed it. My first topic of the night was Gotham Knights being canceled. I know you're devastated. And it is always good to go out on top. I agree. It's better to end it before they jump shark. You know what I mean? Cobra Kai season 5 finale left me and my brother like feel like we were electrocuted. Had me punching and kicking the air and let out my adrenaline rush. The entire show is so well done. Yeah, I really enjoy it. I love the show. What's up, James Hurley? Have you played the Mafia games? I know the writer's strike. I still need to watch the last 2 seasons. Well, you got time. You might as well wait because if the cliffhanger might leave you like, "Ah," and then you won't have to wait as long if you know, don't binge them like everyone else did, like I did. Yeah, it's not gonna be this year. If they even started production, it was last month they started, so there's no way unless it's at the very end of December. Yeah, that's a great way to put it too, I strong. It's self-aware cheesy, and that's what I like. They lean into it, exactly. I've never seen the animated show, Tara. Yeah, but getting 5 seasons of TV out of camp training seems like a big stretch. Newer stuff. You don't know me at all. Well, I mean, like, for you to I do know you like older stuff, Disparu. Hey, we talked about Secret Circle. You're the literal only other person on the planet that I have talked to that knows what that show is, and that's older now. I just mean like for your videos, Disparu. Gotham Daddy Issues Nights. He's still got oh yeah, Disparu still has Velma. In all seriousness, I hope Joker Dara gets other work. She's a great actress and carry the series. Somebody I don't remember who said it. I think it was on the Legion stream that the writing started like getting good, but not in a good way. Like not in a good way. That it was like too little, too late. And the way that the series was going, and then to just like start doing decent writing at that time. I can't say I have no idea. And I was so good, man. The way they ended it, like, come on, why you gotta do that to us? Secret Circle was good. We still got 10 people watching over on Rumble. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. I'm just looking to make sure I didn't miss any like members or anything. I don't know. I wish that that would come up on StreamYards, but it doesn't. But I didn't miss any. We're good. We're good. Gotham Knights. I love how Gravy said he's still got Velma. Yes, he does. He's still got Velma. And we got hi, He said hello, hello, Gigi. Gigi Lucas still going strong over there on Rumble. Thank you. I could see that. They tried to do more things at the end, but Joker's daughter actually elevated even trash. She's just had nothing to work with. Ah, okay. What? Hold on. I want to look up who she is. I'm interested now. Well, maybe this will elevate her then. If you can take trash and make it good, that's Olivia Rose Keegan. Let's see. She kinda looks like, what's her name? She was on, like, American Pie. I think she was also on American Beauty. Um, she kinda looks like well, in this picture anyways. I forget her name, but she kinda looks like her. Her name was Duella, okay. Duella is her name, and she's not actually Joker's daughter. Yeah, it said Duella Dent, right? That's who you're talking about? Hopefully she does. I mean, if you said she did a good job, right? So if that's the case, then it's always I feel like it's like if you get a good role and you do a bad job in it, obviously you're not gonna get any more. Well, maybe not. Hollywood's weird. But if you get a bad role and you make something out of it, that's always good. Yeah. She's a good actress, hot and can elevate trash material. If she doesn't make it, it's a travesty. Well, you gotta follow her on Twitter, Disparu, and keep up with the news. The actress's wild eyes or Duella is an experience alone. I'm gonna have to like watch a clip of it or something because I haven't watched any of it. I've seen parts of Disparu's reviews. That's about it. Karate Kid TV show was great. Mr. Miyagi and Daniel traveled the world searching for a mystical shrine that could grant powers and made a magical psychic. It made a magician psychic and reversed aging for old people. Oh, really? I'm sure she hates me. She heard me. Oh, because of your reviews. Yeah, maybe. But if you talk good about her, you know. All right. Well, guys, this has been a very fun stream. I appreciate everyone for hanging out. But it's time to wrap it up. I wanted to do 2 hours, and we just hit a little over 2 hours. Let me just check and make sure I didn't miss anything. Hello, Marcelo, over on Rumble. Thank you. And thank you everyone for hanging out. Thanks everyone for all the super chats. I really appreciate it. I'm still getting used to that. It's crazy. Yeah, it was a long ride, but we're here, we're monetized. Mazda, you've been hanging out the whole time, you didn't even talk. He said hi and bye, that's it. In the reviews, I've said her and Granny should have their own show. Okay, so maybe she likes you then. Thank you guys so much. All right. We are gonna head out. Saturday, let's see, tomorrow. So I moved my member gaming onto Wednesday. So tomorrow there's not gonna be any member gamings, but I will hop on Kick and play something. I'm not sure what yet, but I'll do something. And Saturday there's gonna be another Wickets World. I might have a guest. Hopefully, if I'm gonna do two Wickets Worlds a week, it'd be nice to have a guest at least once. So guys, wonderful rest of your night, and I will talk to you guys uh night tray soon ish. All right, that's it. I'm out. Bye.